Flip is in the building.
Can I hear that drop one more time, please?
I got you, Big Mark.
See what the Dolphins had too.
got
I
you.
like that. I like that.
I'm from the Web and Nitty era. It's the network.
That was worth it. That was worth the wait. That was fire. I loved it. Who was that?
That was him.
Oh my God! All right,
shit,
all
y'all.
right,
Look at
all right,
Look at Cookie and Cream. I'm in the building, man. I'm happy to be here, man. I'm happy to be at work. I finally got the drop. Thank you. Shout out to y'all.
The Joe Budden podcast and everything happening with the main crew, both on and off the mic, is starting to feel a lot deeper and more layered than what fans are just casually seeing on the surface. And dang, if I'm flipping this situation, I'm definitely walking around with a full side eye on Joe for the rest of my time on the JBP. Because once you start paying attention to how things are moving, you can't just ignore those little moments anymore. Shout out to Flip though, because he finally got his drop. But hold up for a second. What even is a drop on the JBP? And why does it suddenly feel like such a big deal in the first place? And funny enough, I actually took that whole moment as more than just a joke. Like it felt like Joe was low-key saying something without actually saying it directly. And you really can't convince me he wasn't throwing some indirect energy at Flip in a way that was meant to be understood but not openly stated. Listen, I'm tapped into that Web and Nitty era mindset, so I already know how this kind of coded language works. Because when he starts saying things like the network, it doesn't feel random at all. It starts feeling intentional, like there's a deeper meaning behind it. Especially since he's not directly saying Flip the script, Queenzflip, or anything actually tied to Flip's brand or identity, which makes it even more interesting to break down. So now it just becomes this open-ended thing, where the network could easily just mean the JBP itself. But the way it's being used makes people read between the lines, and Joe is not naive to that at all. He knows exactly how those words land and how the audience is going to interpret them. But damn, Flip, I've been waiting this whole time for you to finally get your drop, and this is how it plays out? Hold up though, shout out to Flip, because credit where it's due, he hasn't been out here trying to stir up drama or bring unnecessary smoke to the JBP. He's been playing his role and staying solid through it all. And if you're really paying attention, you'll notice he's basically gotten his days back too. Like he's moving more freely now, coming and going like he wants, almost like the schedule loosened back up for him. He even talking about going to Trinidad, and Joe immediately on that type of timing like, oh, I don't want you going that long. Which is interesting when you remember Flip originally saying he was about to disappear for like 7 straight weeks. And now look at the pattern. He's been going back and forth from Trinidad, back and forth again, like that original long break never fully happened. So now I'm thinking that was supposed to be the moment he really stepped away, but somehow it never fully plays out like that. And Joe clearly wasn't trying to let that 7-week stretch happen in the first place. If I'm Flip, I'm peeping all of that energy. Like there was way too much tension and movement behind the scenes for it to feel like a clean break. And honestly, I didn't even think Flip was going to stick around for Wheel at one point. But clearly Joe saw something